Guys, I had to climb up on the roof to show you guys this unreal sunset. So beautiful. Wow.
Well guys, I'm not really sure where to begin. I'll just cut right to the chase here. Basically, I haven't posted a video in about 2 weeks or so. The reason why I haven't really been active at all was I just have gotten tired in between working a full-time job, trying to build a van, and then also putting these videos out. I was just so literally just tired. I was basically running off 4 hours of sleep every night and just always trying to think how I can squeeze this out, and then I wasn't really passionate about what I was doing. On top of that, I've literally just been painting and polyurethaning and kind of filling nail holes and screw holes, so I didn't feel like the content, the stuff, like the phase I was at with the van was worth showing. So kind of between all of that, I'm like, why don't I just kind of focus on the van and just try to catch up a little bit on everything and not focus on putting out videos that are kind of just fluff, if that makes sense. The van has still been moving along. I just haven't had something monumental. Honestly, in about 2 weeks, there's been nights and days where I just felt unmotivated. I didn't really want to work on the van, and I don't want anyone to think that A, I'm not building the van anymore, or I'm not posting videos anymore. I just kind of needed like a little, if you watch Formula One, they take a summer break. They race, you know, all year, and then about mid-August they take like a 2 to 3 week break of just no racing, no practice, no testing. I felt like I was kind of at that point. I just kind of needed like a little refresh here. So I have some footage that I shot today or yesterday or something that kind of shows you guys where we're at, and I'm really stoked with how the van is coming along. We're close, but I know we still have a good amount to go, but we're really close. See for yourself. After a few weeks of just kind of tinkering around and putting some finishing things up on the van, I need to show you guys where the van is at, because while it's not like a ton farther ahead than it was, I think there's a lot of things that you guys haven't seen before. First thing are these cabinets. The cabinets, again, they're not fully secure up there, but they're completely built. I have painted them, I have stained the insides of them, and they are basically ready to get finalized up there. Fit the doors, all that good stuff. So kitchen cabinets, bedroom cabinets back here. You guys have seen kind of this oak top in this side. I basically put more of these panels here on the side. And another super exciting thing is that I have hooked up all of my solar, like for good. So that's really exciting. I have this whole remote here that's showing me kind of what's going on with my batteries. And then just to prove it to you guys, I can turn this on, and we have our fan power. So that's all good to go. Another thing I didn't show you guys yet was the completion of my headliner shelf. You can see the fabric that I wrapped underneath. Looks really smooth. I really dig it. It's kind of like a marble feel where it has some white, grays, and blacks all in there. So I think that kind of meshes well with the rest of it, but also makes it seem custom and not just blended in with the rest of the headliner there. And then I kind of cut this big, oh, it's like a nail that was up there, it's weird. And I kind of cut like this big rubber mat, and I put that up here so it's very weatherproof and kind of slip proof. I need to clean it off, but that's kind of where that's gonna go. So I showed you guys this a long time ago when I originally made the cut, but to see it up there, to get all this space back again, that's a huge piece. Highly recommend putting something like this if you have a Sprinter van with this extra headliner space. We also finished making this framing piece for the bottom cabinet. This is basically gonna allow us to put drawers in and different things like that. You can see this piece right here, the shelf is where the fridge is gonna go, and then underneath here is gonna be a nice big drawer here. So lots of work left to do here. This has taken us a long time to get this really right, make sure all the measurements are correct and that this is an actual square. But I think we're getting really close, and it's actually keeps coming together somehow. Trying to think, the last thing, I think we just did this like a little while ago, is put this sliding door down in the alleyway. Check this out, it's pretty cool. Now I can access the garage without having to go outside the van. So that's gonna allow me to have access in here. And it's literally just a wood on wood slide. We just basically cut almost like a dado, like a little just channel for this to slide in, and then we put one
up on the top as well. And then this just slides in really, really nice. So I put a stop on the end of it so you can't push it past and have it come off the track. So that's the deal with that. I'm really digging how that came out. Lastly, I don't even think I really showed you guys this monitor, but this is how I'm seeing all of my battery, all my electrical stuff. So this is really, really cool. You can see that 2 up in the corner there shows that I have 2 batteries hooked up in parallel, and then this is just running through all of my things. So 99.7% state of charge, so I'm basically completely full amongst the 2 batteries. 200 usable amps, which is all of them. I'm not pulling any amps, so I'm not charging any, and I'm not discharging any. So I'm basically in what's called float mode for the batteries. And then I'm at 14.5 volts, which is essentially the max that these batteries will go until it starts to kick over into float mode. So this is my main sort of hub. What's also cool is that I have an app. So it's a whole Bluetooth app that hooks right up to that blue blinking thing down there. And I can basically monitor everything from outside the van, from up in the cab. So this is really cool because I don't have access to the charge controller. This will just allow me to see a little bit more detailed information. It kind of shows the same stuff I was just looking at, but I can kind of go back and see a log of everything, and then I can also go into all of my settings here and change anything I need to do. So this is really, really nice to have. So between that and the actual monitor itself, I should be more than set for my electrical. And I've had this hooked up now for about a week, just kind of running the fan and allowing this to kind of discharge and charge, and nothing's caught on fire and nothing seems to be having any issues at all. So I'm really, really stoked in that, because I think that was I think that's one of the things most people, when they're starting to build a van, fear the most, is like the electrical. I remember I even had someone ask me if I'm going to outsource it to like an electrician. I was like, no, I think I can do it. And I kind of spent a lot of these past few weeks just really making sure I had everything I need. I'm going to make another video that just shows exactly how I did the electrical. But all I got to know for now is that so far everything works. So guys, I'm going to be getting back to like my regular videos, kind of like you're used to seeing, just really documenting the things I have been doing. So I hope all you guys are well. Drop a comment if you're still with me. Let me know what you guys have been up to and what you think of the van. So I think at this point, really the biggest next steps are figuring out how to put the drawers on the kitchen base cabinet, putting the doors up on the upper cabinets, and then really just doing like the butcher block, the floor, and the tiling. When you put it that way, it seems like there's a lot to do, but we're making progress slowly but surely. At this point, I'm really trying to push for around that September 1st deadline, but I think it'll be livable before then, but it's not really going to be fully done at that point. So I'm just rolling with the punches at this point, trying to keep kind of kicking all the pebbles in my life down the road. So thank you guys so very much for watching one of my videos. It feels good to be back. Feels good to hit the upload button up there. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Take it easy. Peace out.
Wish I could say I was finally over you, but that's not the truth. Everyone always keep falling in love